Hey guys, what's up? George with TitleInflation.us. I'm here right in front of the County Social Services. Right now what's happening is Schwarzenegger is coming out with some pretty disturbing talk about the terrible cuts that will happen with the California budget deficit. Right now, budget deficit in California is $18.6 billion, and it's probably going up. They keep revising it lower than what it actually is. What they've been doing is rolling it over every 4 months using stopgap measures. The main problem that they're having in California is unemployment is still dropping, so the revenue targets keep dropping. That means every time they try to set up a budget and they think they might have it handled, the revenue targets drop. For example, in April, they were off by $3.6 billion. So that's 26%. So what Arnold's coming out is some really disturbing, wordage where he's talking about eliminating entire welfare programs. This is a quote directly. Eliminate entire welfare programs, including the main ones that provide cash welfare to families. Now, if you don't understand about welfare here in California, we have a pretty strong welfare state here. LA County alone, there's 500,000 families, usually single mom families, that are on welfare. So that's 500,000 individuals. I mean, you're talking riots in the streets if you turn that money off to these individuals. For those of you that don't understand the money involved here in California with welfare, you know, these are roundabout numbers, but I think people need to get perspective of this. You know, let's say a woman has 3 children and she's divorced, or the husband left and deadbeat dad situation. She goes on welfare, she's probably going to be getting anywhere from $600 a month to $1,200 a month. This is, you know, considering that she doesn't have an income. Now, she can also apply for Section 8 HUD housing. The waiting list is 2 years. She might be bumped up if she's in a homeless situation. That's $400 that she has to pay, $300 to $400 she has to pay for a 3-bedroom. So you're looking at a subsidy of what, $1,000? And then, of course, food stamps. That's gone so mainstream here in California. It's almost like when you go to Food for Less, everybody's on food stamps. In fact, if you're there on the 4th or the 3rd, there's actually people waiting in line with their groceries at midnight, waiting for their cards to turn on. That's how mainstream it is. So, you know, for a family of 3, you're talking $400 to $800 a month in food stamps. That's not counting utility assistance. That could be $100 to $150. And then, of course, the state provides free daycare when that mother starts looking for work. And this isn't even including the VIP free Medicare that is provided for poor families. I mean, this stuff is so good, you don't have to pay co-pays for medicine, no $100 co-pays for emergency room visits. So you're talking VIP medical care for the poor here in California. And of course, you know, free public schooling with also free breakfasts and free lunches for the poor here in California. So there's huge amounts of subsidies for the poor. I'm not saying they're living a lavish lifestyle, but I know a lot of you out there work very hard for what you earn. And you see the poor actually making $3,000 to $5,000 a month in pure subsidies from the state. So when Arnold talks about eliminating welfare programs, what I believe is this is a direct threat. I don't think they are going to follow through with this unless they are forced, their hand is forced. So what I believe Arnold is doing is he's issuing a direct threat to Obama that if you don't come out, the federal government doesn't come out here to California and bail out our welfare system, we're going to unleash riots on the street, similar to what happened in the Rodney King incidents. Because I can guarantee what the Democrats' solution to this situation is, of course, to raise taxes. They're talking about a 10% tax on oil companies. They're talking about repealing the tax breaks on businesses. They're talking about raising taxes on commercial property. So anyways, at the beginning of 2010, they tried to institute a bunch of things. They slashed a lot of public schooling. I mean, if you go to the local public schools, they are talking about doubling class sizes for next year. I mean, it's budget cuts, budget cuts, budget cuts. You're talking about fantastic teachers, you know, unbelievable teachers getting pink slips, you know, kids graduating from college, you know, investing or getting loans of, you know, tens of thousands of dollars, graduating and not being able to teach. So you got a huge influx of teachers going to China, going to Taiwan, going to Asia. It's truly amazing to see, you know, all these people that have gone to college and now they're working in restaurants. I mean, there's just no jobs for the college educations that these people received. And you know, if they're in debt $50, $60, $70,000, you know, there's just no way they're paying it. They're hoping they're gonna get a bailout, like everybody's hoping they get a bailout. So guys, hey, what this has led to is all these shenanigans, all this insanity has led to California having the lowest credit rating in the entire United States. So where we go from here, nowhere but down. Hey, George for TidalInflation.us. Peace out. Take care.